Been Fantastic Podcast, episode 30. I'm Alicia, the Inked Picker.
And I'm Mo87 Official. Welcome back to our
Woo!
how many listeners do we have? 5, 10, somewhere around there.
At least
No, I'm just
5.
kidding. Woo. Hope everybody had a good week and a good weekend. I had a decent sales weekend.
That's good.
Considering when I didn't feel good, my listing dropped. So it wasn't too bad. How about you?
Mine have dropped from the 1550 I had listed.
Mm-hmm.
What am I at right now? I'm gonna be honest with you, I did a really bad job at listing this last week. Like, I've just been I've just been tired. I don't know.
Yeah.
But also I'm getting into a video game and all I want to do is play that game right now, pretty much. But yesterday I did bring out all my keychains and I have a bag here of, I'll show you guys. I have a bag here of a lot that I'm gonna do. It's ones that really aren't worth selling on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have some that are individual that I have here listed already. So this little bag. So I've been going through those and just listing here at my desk. But I haven't listed any big items just because one, I haven't felt like it, and two, I have nowhere to really put it in the trailer because the trailer's pretty much packed.
You're full.
So I'm just kind of giving this time to let stuff kind of go, try to sell stuff off and then replace. And I also have a really good coupon in my store right now. I think it's 10% off, 15. Just a coupon on every item. So
yeah.
other than that, sales have been okay.
Does that work well for you? I don't know if it's because I've maintained, I'm still over 500 listings. I'm not up where I want to be yet, but I didn't drop that far down. But I've tried coupon before, I've tried sales before, and I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't have that much inventory. They don't seem to work well for me, but I think they work pretty well for you, right? I know a lot of other people use them.
Okay. I've done before I'm trying to look at in my promotions here. It's I have a little thing I go by. It's 20% off on things that are so old, and 10, 20, 30, 40, which is basically a photo that Graham and Pops sent me. And I still have it saved, and that's what I go off of. But then I think it only lets you do it for about a month. Then you have to basically redo it again.
Right.
Except this time I'm going to be lazy and just do a 15% off coupon, and it works. So I sold a few things. I wish I had the old one that I had up because I made about $300 in sales just for having it up for a week. And then having that additional coupon on top of my promotions too.
Right.
I just did it for a week just to see what would happen, and it seemed okay. So I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
But then things have still been selling for full price too. So
that's cool.
But yeah.
Yeah. I've had coupons and people didn't even use them. Do you know what I mean? And so when they bought stuff, so I don't know. I promote everything. That's always been the one thing that seemed to work for me. I was just wondering if anybody else out there, leave a comment. It's different for everybody's different, but I was just wondering if that's something that works when you have.
It seems okay. I'll probably redo my other promotions. Just I've been not feeling it, so I just threw a coupon and called it good.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is, if you haven't seen Trash to Cash podcast that released today on Tuesday, you need to. This one's good. This one's really good. I put a timestamp in the comments. Oh my gosh, that was pretty good.
I'll have to. I haven't had a chance yet.
I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I'm sure people that are listening to this have probably already seen it. But yeah, it was pretty good this week. It's pretty fun having Dave and Carrie in the same spot in real life because Dave's over there visiting, or Carrie's over there
Carrie,
visiting Dave right now.
right?
So
Yeah, they're doing their cross country shopping, or
hopefully,
Carrie and Dawn, right? They're doing their.
yep. And hopefully, yeah. So trying to see what else. Oh, I have an update on, sorry, my phone's going off. People are messaging. But the did I talk about the board, the stone chessboard I sold last week on
I
here?
don't know if you.
I know I
I
talked
don't know.
about it
I
in
don't
the
think. Yeah, I don't think you talked about it on here.
actually I
I
think it
think
maybe
we were like
happened like
in
later
just a
that day or
Discord.
something.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I guess for the listeners, viewers, whatever. I sold a stone chessboard and I forgot to put in the description that some of the pieces like have chips on the bottom because it was actually like onyx and something else. I forgot. Whatever. Um, I messaged the person. I'm like, hey, I have, I'm about to ship this out to you. Some of the pieces do have chips. I forgot to put that in the description. Is that okay? If not, let me know ASAP so I can cancel. And they're just like, oh, can I get more photos? I'm like, well, I've already packed it up now. Like, here's like, I took screenshots from my listing photos and I made sure to take pictures of the damage on them. And I sent it and then they never respond. And then the next day I had to ship it out. Like, that was when my timer was up to ship it. And I was just like, hey, I'm going to be shipping this out. Can you let me know? And then I messaged them again. I'm like, hey, I need to know within like the next 30 minutes if you want me to cancel. And they didn't message, so I shipped it. 3 hours later, they're like, oh, well, what can you do about the damage on it because it wasn't in your listing? And I was just like, I messaged you and you didn't respond. And
Right.
anyway, so then they messaged me yesterday and they're like, well, I'm gonna report this to eBay, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, whatever. So I did what Beach by Repeat Amy said in the chat, or in the Discord, that I could do like a refund about the amount that the shipping would have been if she was to return it to me, because obviously it would be probably me having to pay for shipping. So I offered her a partial, and then she messaged me and she's like, "Oh, and like 5 of the pieces broke." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know if it actually did, but." She's like, "I'll take the $15," and I'm like, "Okay." And
They
now
didn't break.
it's done. It's
I
done.
know.
I'm like,
They didn't
whatever.
break.
I'm like, I'll just refund the 15. Hopefully they're happy and won't leave a negative and
Right.
call it good. I'm like, whatever. Because I did sell it for I forgot how much I sold it for. But it was like $40 maybe.
Hmm.
And it was from a crazy haul I did a while back, and I spent maybe like around $100, but it was with all those Polly Pockets, got a bunch of other crystal stuff, like for
Yeah.
personal use and to
Hmm.
sell. Yeah, I sold for 50 plus shipping. So like I probably sold it for 35 considering the damage and the broken pieces, so whatever. And I do have 2 other chessboards to sell, and I'm like, at least the board itself arrived fine because the last time I sold a stone chessboard, it was before I knew better on shipping, and I shipped it in probably the worst way, and of course it broke. And it was a beautiful board though. But the board arrived fine, but the pieces of course are damaged, so next time I guess I'll have to pack them a little bit better if apparently they broke, which I guess I could see maybe they broke, but
I
and
seriously
then
doubt,
oh,
but you know, they're being kind of a. I mean, next time write it in your description, but they should
yeah.
have answered you too. Like I hate when they like I understand that buyers don't spend 24/7 with on their eBay
Yeah,
app.
but they had
But
over
if
24
they
hours to respond to me.
right, but if they messaged you and we're waiting for, and you messaged them back, you know,
And then
that's something they should look at.
and then the lady that bought that blow mold that apparently was
Oh
smashed to
yeah.
pieces in shipping, and then apparently
Mhm.
they threw it away before they could get pictures for me. They messaged
Mhm.
me again. They're like, "I'm still waiting on my refund." I'm like,
I'm
if
still
she can't
waiting for
prove
you to
it or
return
she can't send
it.
it back, I it's not like you go to Walmart, right? You buy something and then you come
Mhm.
back to customer service saying, "Oh, this thing broke, but I don't have it." and I
Right.
can't return it. Like, it's kind of that kind of comparison. So I'm just like, if they contact eBay, they're gonna say to send it back. Well,
Right. They opened a return, right? Broken. What
they
did they
did.
open the return as? Arrived broken
Actually, let me
or
see.
not as
I
described
have
or
it
something? I mean, they're
here.
still going to have to send it back.
Arrived damaged, and then
Right.
they said, it came broken. I should have just kept it and showed pictures, but I was so disappointed with it being broken up. I threw it away. I didn't have any pictures since the trash guy already took it, but here's what it's supposed to look like. Mind you, it got delivered that day at like 9 a.m. and they messaged me like around 1. So it could have happened that way, but it's like it was the same day. Like, I don't know. If I get something that's damaged in shipping, I don't throw it away right away because I want a message. But then they just sent a screenshot of
I
like,
mean, it
um,
happened to be on their trash day and it happened to be in the window that the trash guys
and
came.
then
I mean, that's really pushing it, lady.
yeah, and then Amy said to check their trash schedule, and I tried, but over here, there's like, at least in the town I live in, there's several garbage services, and I assume in this other town it's also the same case. It's not like the whole city has the same trash pickup
Yeah,
day, or
some
like,
places have like citywides and stuff
yeah.
and you can check, but yeah, that's how it is here. We can't like you don't know who they like there's just different trash services. That's how we have it. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't be able to do it here, yeah. I just yeah, that's silly. Well, she can wait.
But anyways, so that happened. I'm not worried about it,
Yeah.
but then we got the chessboard thing figured out. As of right now, I only have one other return open, and it's been open for over a week, and they haven't returned it. So I think it's gonna be a case like that. I actually had some Birkenstocks that are also someone was trying to return because apparently they were damaged, and as soon as I said open to return, they opened it and then never sent them back, and then it ended up closing out. So
Yeah.
even though they
Yeah.
sent me photos of the damage and everything, but I'm like, still send them back. Says
Mhm.
Birkenstocks. I'd rather just keep them and then sell them as damaged if
Right.
they are damaged, but
Mhm.
they kept them, so I guess whatever.
Yeah.
Um, what else has happened? Went to a few sales this weekend. Nothing crazy. I wasn't really feeling it on what day was it? Thursday I went for a little bit. That was okay. Friday I went out even though I really didn't want to. Actually, no, yeah, Friday I went out for a little bit in the morning, and then Saturday also went again. And it was one of those like church sales, but like I said in the Discord, it's like a parking lot sale, so people set up like
Yeah.
their trucks and sold stuff out. And I
Mhm.
came across this one sale, and she just had a bunch of like pins, vintage costume jewelry, stuff like that. And I sat there for like 30 minutes, like checking each single one. Found some cool pieces, and they were 50 cents to a dollar each. So that was cool. I wish they would do more like that because I hate how crowded it gets inside like church sales where it's like you can't pass because the tables are so close together and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So this one was really nice to be outside, and it was like a
Yeah.
really nice morning for once. So,
Yeah, that's cool. I had a I had a estate sale. I went to a garage sale and a couple garage sales and a church. I went to a church sale. The church sale I go to is tiny, and in the past like couple years they've had a lot of good stuff, but they didn't have much this year. I'm trying to think what I got. I got I got like a vintage Fisher Price camper toy for a
okay.
couple
One of the big
dollars.
ones or like
Yeah, the bigger camper. It's like the car and the camper sits on it.
mhm.
And then I'm trying to think what else I bought there. I bought a couple things there. I don't remember. They always have like they seem to have decent jewelry, but you can't get near it because these ladies just swarm
Crowd
at
it.
it and they put it in one place and it's just in this tiny church basement and they just make a big O out of their tables and they stand in the
Mhm.
middle and they put the stuff on the outside and you can't get to it and there
Mhm.
was this one lady she's like I can't even see the jewelry. I go I don't even try here. I go because they don't move. I go, you'll be here all day. And by the time it's gone, it's gone. And she was like asking them, like there was a tray of like necklaces, and she was asking somebody to pass it, and they wouldn't pass to her. Kind of felt bad for her, but
Oh.
that's how it is at this one. And then I did go to a garage sale that day nearby, and they sell online too, but they're like, we just have too much stuff, and they're getting rid of it. She had a whole bunch of jewelry. Most of it wasn't great, but she had a bunch of watches, and I picked the good ones out. She gave me a deal, and then I did get a few other things. And I went to an estate sale, and I got some decent stuff there. I got some Christmas stuff that I think will sell decent. Just nothing fancy, but like fiber optic angel for the tree, I'll probably get like 24 or something. Stuff like that. So yeah, my death pile grows, and I need to get back to my selling or my listing goals.
Yeah, and that's
So,
what I had mentioned in the Discord on the accountability and goals. I had just basically said like, but like these past few days I haven't been making time to pack and
mhm,
list and all that, and people were like sometimes, or Tom DeFish was like, everyone needs some screwed I'm done time, and I think
mhm.
that's what I needed.
Yeah,
So,
you did.
but also Stan said also don't feel bad about listing. It just means you'll have more inventory for Q4, which is true because of
Yeah.
course I won't have great sourcing opportunities like right now here in
Mhm.
December or whatever. So, but I'm also like, the faster I
Yeah.
list stuff, the sooner my basement will look clean or will like look less cluttered because I've got so much
You just
stuff in totes right now.
just have to ignore it and
Yep.
just remember that you have stuff to list in the winter.
Yes. And I still need to get a whatnot scheduled. I've just
Oh, I need to reschedule
my
mine too
watch
because I
whatnot.
was gonna do that one. Oh, well, I have a ton of watches now. Not as many as you had that time, but I have a bunch in
Hmm.
jewelry, and I want to do that. But uh, I keep I keep staring at my eye. I have like allergies. Something's annoying my eye, and it's like it looks half shut. I look like I'm like that. I can't stop staring at it. Stop. I want to put something over top of me. Anyway, yeah, so I was looking at Instagram earlier today,
Hmm.
and somebody on there, and I don't know her, and I don't know, she must be around here somewhere, because they were talking about eBay Open, and eBay opens in September, and I guess they're having in-person ones. I guess it's the first time since
Hmm.
and they have like one day of in-person things, and one of them's in Philly. So I was like, oh, because it's $25. They give you a $25 gift certificate, so you don't lose any money. So you
Yeah.
basically don't pay anything. Um, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about going to the in person. Of course, now I'm looking at the eBay speakers, and I don't know who any of these people are. But they're all eBay people, I guess. I don't know.
I did it last
Did
year, of
you
course, from
online?
home, and
Mm-hmm.
they had it like a reward system. Like the more things you go watch, the more like things you participate in,
Mm-hmm.
you get points, and at the end, you can use those points for eBay branded stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I had enough points to get like 4 eBay IKEA bags. So they're the
Yeah.
IKEA bags, but they're black and they say eBay and have
Mm-hmm.
the design and whatever. And so I
Yeah.
got a bunch of those, which is cool for free. Um,
Yeah.
so I mean, at least like if maybe you'll get points for that, or maybe just
Yeah.
it's your gift card. But from home, it's nice to just sit here and watch all the panels and then
Right.
do that. Even if you're not really paying attention, if you're sitting here listening or whatever, you can just kind of have them open.
Right.
Last time it was all
Yeah.
right, but
So they don't have like I want to know what like I'll get from going in person, but they don't
mhm.
have that up. Do you know what I mean? They just have they have schedules for the online version, which is the 27th, 28th, 29th. Um, so they have those, but I don't know. Like I wouldn't make a decision until I knew what I would get if I go, cuz I mean, it's not that far, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like in North Philly,
Maybe they'll
which
update
is
it a
a
little
little
bit better
farther.
once it gets closer. Maybe
Yeah,
they want
I'd
some
rather
sponsors
know.
or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Kind of like the reseller rally, or yeah, reseller rally. I'd found out if you use my reseller genie, it's already passed now, but they came out with their own IKEA bags, so white
Mhm.
ones with the logo,
Mhm.
and they gave out 300, and then in there they had said, oh, if you're going to the reseller rally or the whatever is going on here like this weekend, whatever reseller thing was going on,
I
um,
don't know.
that you'd get free bags if as well if you go, like because they'll be there sponsoring. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool. That'd be nice to see. And we finally got our dates set for Reseller Alley, like what days we're leaving, because it's here in like a month and a half.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we're gonna leave on
Yeah, it's a long
what
drive
day's
for
the
you, right?
rally? Yeah, the rally's on Saturday the 30th. We're gonna leave on, I think my husband said he's gonna work Thursday, but we could probably leave Thursday night, drive for a couple hours, and then like get there probably Friday afternoon, because it's about
Mhm.
12 hours for us.
Yeah.
Um, but of course we don't want to like be rushing. I'd like to, stop and eat somewhere, go do things, or
Right.
maybe bribe him to let us stop at the thrift store.
I was gonna say you're gonna go picking on the way.
I'd like to, but um he doesn't seem so apt to it. I even told him, I'm like, I want to get there in time just in case people go do garage sales. Like maybe I could go garage sailing,
Mhm.
but because that this way we have our own vehicle now. It's not like I have to figure out how to bring it all back like from Vegas like last time.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that'll be fun. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
That's cool. When is that? Is
What
that the beginning of
else?
September?
End of September.
End of September. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then we'll take the rest of that week to go
Oh, that
to the
yeah,
East
you're on dry run.
Coast, and then we'll
Mhm.
be back by Thursday the 5th. So we'll have to hustle back because, of course, it's going to be probably around a 20-hour drive to get back home once we make it to East Coast.
Right.
So it'll be fun. Go see some new things and meet some of
Mhm.
our internet friends and stuff like that too. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Any good
Now,
sales
see, you're gonna
lately?
do that. That
Any
makes me other
bolos?
people
Any?
yawning. Make me yawn. No, I mean, I didn't buy anything spectacular this weekend. Um, no,
I did have
just a
somebody
lot of
buy.
bread and butter.
Yeah, this isn't like a monumental sale, but I did have somebody go through, I guess, all my jewelry I had listed, and they bought four different things from me, which was
That's
cool.
cool.
Um, I like being able to do that, and some of it was like really cheap, or I've had it for a long time because it's like the
Mm-hmm.
background's my old listing table.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I
Here's
sold
a
a little
bolo.
10 carat. What?
Somebody, so Cardi B threw a
Mhm.
microphone,
Oh my
I
God, I
guess, and
saw this.
it sold for like almost 100,000.
Oh my
It's
God.
going to
It's not
charity,
even
I
like,
guess.
oh, that's funny.
It's for charity, but uh yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
you catch somebody's microphone they throw at you when they throw a temper tantrum. I don't even know what the story is behind that one. Is that was that the one
Apparently,
she was telling him to throw water on her and then
yeah,
she threw
she
the
was telling them
microphone?
to,
Okay.
and then I guess someone did that, and then she threw her microphone at somebody, but
Yeah.
like she didn't
Hit
even
the
hit
wrong
like the
person.
person that actually threw.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I feel like that's
whatever.
a quick turnaround of that microphone because I feel like that story
Yeah,
just happened. I just read that. That's why I
yep.
was like, I don't know if I know this story. Yeah.
I don't know.
So-
I sold a little tiny charm like this big. It said Goodyear on it with a shoe and then a little like sapphire crystal or something like that. I look on the back, it was actually 10 karat gold filled. I sold it for 20 bucks, but it's like a tiny little charm.
Yeah,
20 bucks plus shipping. I've been honestly like if I get a decent offer on something, I've been taking it. It's
that's
just
kind of how I've
trying to
been.
just get things going. Like I don't care
Although
anymore. I just want things to go.
the last couple offers I got were like one was and I don't price my stuff the cheapest. I don't like I mean I get people that say, in and out, I just want it gone. But I don't purposely price my stuff the cheapest unless there's damage or something's wrong.
Hmm.
Because I feel like then it's that race to the bottom. And if I have something in good condition and I show good pictures of it, I feel like people buy
Hmm.
it. But anyway, long story short, I don't know why I was going off on that tangent. I don't price my stuff the lowest, but I do take reasonable offers. But like, if you're gonna offer me like, well, over 50%, no. I mean, I
I
counter, I
do.
keep the algorithm going, but you're not
Hmm.
getting, on a $20 item, I'm not taking $8. It's not even that much to begin with.
I do try to price the lowest, or like even if it's just like 25 cents lower, I'll try to be the
Uh-huh.
lowest. Um, that works okay most cases, but sometimes people even want it cheaper than that, which I've sold a couple things for that.
Yeah.
Um,
I
comments
don't,
from our last. Oh, go ahead.
I don't, I mean, I don't overprice I don't want to, I want to put it that way. I don't overprice my things, but I don't like, and a little bit cheaper or whatever, I get that. But, I don't know. Some people, well, like when you look at stuff, some people it's like, why are you selling it for that? Obviously people are paying this much for it because I'll look and I'll see, and it's something that sells. It's not
Mm-hmm.
when you're researching and looking at solds and stuff, and you see something that's, let's say, 25, something that sells pretty steadily for the around $25 mark. And then somebody prices it at 10. It's like, why?
Mm-hmm.
And you look and there's nothing wrong with it. It's like, why are you doing that to yourself? And like, I don't know, I feel like you're putting a that's like ruining the market for everybody. I mean, I'll wait you out, let you sell it at 10. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get, a dollar here and there to get yourself up high in the search and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, some people really want to tank the market sometimes, and that
I guess
drives me
so.
nuts.
Okay, and I was gonna say comments from our last video. We have four. First one I see here, Beach by Repeat Amy. She said, "OMG, I was listening in the car and stopped at Bath and Body Works. LOL, no snake holder in my store. I'm obsessed with the 3-wick candle French baguette. My house will smell like baked bread all day. K bye." That sounds
I
good
haven't
actually,
smelled
but
that one.
no, I've never heard of that. That
I
sounds like a
haven't.
one of those like April Fool's candles, you know? Like it's like
Yeah.
weird scents that people like I've
Uh-huh.
never heard of a French baguette
Or
one,
it's
but
one of
whew.
those things that like do you ever see where like realtors will like make cookies so the house smells like cookies when they're having an open house or something, or like
Mhm.
you burn a candle like that so it smells like
Yeah, yeah.
somebody's
There you
baking
go.
fresh bread. I need to go there now again and smell that one. I didn't go. I haven't been back to look for the snake.
I've been calling my local store and like seeing like, hey, did you guys get more? And
Hmm.
I called last week a couple times. No, no. I'm kind of assuming they're not going to get more for a while
Yeah.
because I think people just really want those, and our store probably isn't high on like the fulfillment list of like items like that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll have
ABC
to
Matt said
go.
every
See.
you can always
Sorry.
call them too. No, you're fine.
Yeah, it's not
Always
far.
call
I
them
have to go get
too.
gas anyway. I might stop there, take a look. I didn't specifically look for that one when I was just looking at the things. I don't remember
Hmm.
seeing that one, but it doesn't mean it wasn't there.
Oh, Seven's here to say hi. He's been oh stretch.
Hi, Seven.
He's been jumping on my lap lately. It's weird because he never does that. He's the one that loves my husband. Because my husband's his person.
Uh-huh.
Um, ABC Matt says everyone wants to see a Karen on YouTube, so if you put that a title that potentially will have a Karen they will watch.
Probably.
Speaking of that video I talked about, is like it was over 3K views last time I
Oh, yeah,
checked.
yeah.
I'm just like, wow. Um, Grams and Pots Vintage, I think in reference to my snake candle candle holder, perfume holder. That's not scalping, that's good old retail arbitrage. You couldn't affect the supply if you wanted to because there are Bath and Body Works nationwide and you're working locally.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um Andy Someta says Black Cherry Merlot gang sanitizer in my hot dog dachshund holder keychain. He
Wait,
also said
read it again.
Black Cherry Merlot gang, which is that scent I was
Oh,
talking about that I
okay,
love.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then he said sanitizer in my hot dog dachshund holder keychain. You know, like
Oh,
Bath and
okay.
Body Works.
He's
I think
got a dog
he's
sitting.
talking about those. He also said it's not like the product is baby formula or clean water, so it's not scalping. Even if we
Right.
go back to ticket scalping, Ticketmaster just replaced it with dynamic pricing. What
Yep.
would people rather have? True.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a fun flip. Hey, hey, be nice, my dude. He's biting my fingers.
I, I I like a little bit of that. Like I've done some of that purposely. Like I know you didn't purposely go and you bought it for yourself and then was like, well, like, oh, you know.
And then I checked
But
it on eBay and realized that
yeah.
it sells.
But I have done. There are people that's all they do is retail arbitrage. Obviously, I don't think I would like it. Like purposely going and looking for things. Like it's cool to come across something every once in a while to buy and you can flip, that's new and you don't have to worry about it and all that. But I know there's people that just like go from like Walmart to Walmart and scour for like clearance things that are going to sell, I don't know. That to me is like not that fun.
Yeah, I've tried it before. Like I bought some stuff on clearance at Walmart and it
Mhm.
just it just didn't
It
it
seems
didn't
like
work
a
out. I
a
just
real
finally
grind,
sold it
you
off.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I don't feel like there's a lot of profit to be made there unless they're like just getting rid of their whole stock of something and it's something that like is discontinued or whatever. Maybe.
And and you're right, it's not they're making minimal like I feel like they have to do a lot of volume to make a lot of money, right? Because
Mhm.
whereas, we're like paying $1 for something and potentially, selling for like 20 to 100, that a lot of their stuff is just not, they're not even doubling, I like
Mhm.
to buy stuff that triples, like, I kind of do in my head. If it's, if I'm at Goodwill or something, I usually don't buy anything that's like not going to get me at least triple, but it depends on how much I'm going to make. If you know what I mean.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, I might spend 50 to make 100, but not. I might not. But I feel like they barely make 50% on their stuff. I don't know. It just seems like such a grind. Does anybody that's listening do that? I know most of our people are, are thrifting and picking like we are.
I know there's a few people on the server I think that do
Yeah, that do
arbitrage,
some
so
arbitrage.
maybe they could tell us
I'd
some
just
things
like
we
to
don't
hear
know.
like what they do and, you know, how they like it. And it's just not something I would go after. Like I said, it feels like such a grind. And there's all these like lists for retail
Mhm.
arbitrage, like what's hot right now and where it's being sold and, you know, what's on clearance at Walmart right now and that kind of thing.
I feel like the Walmart. I don't really go to the Walmart here where I live because I honestly
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
Walmart. But
yeah, me too.
whenever I go to their clearance section, I don't find anything that's like
Yeah, I never have.
amazing. Like they really don't price down a ton of stuff, it
I
looks like.
I go very rarely to Walmart. One of the reasons I go is because their prescriptions are very cheap. So I
Mm-hmm.
get prescription filled there. Um, and they do have a couple things that I can't really find anywhere else. Like some dog chew things that my dog likes. Can't
Mm-hmm.
find them anywhere else. Sometimes can't find them at Walmart because they sell out, and they who knows when they stock shelves. And my Walmart's surprising, although I'm trying not to eat so much gluten-free crap, but my Walmart surprisingly has a very good gluten-free selection of stuff, which is
That's good
weird
though.
because if you knew where it was and you knew the people that mostly well, because it's people at
Mm-hmm.
Walmart, but it's kind of, yeah, it's weird. But I don't like to go there except if I can get there like at certain times, especially like early in the morning, because then there's not a lot of people there. I hate it when
Mm-hmm.
it's in the middle of the afternoon. But yeah, it's infrequent that I go. I'm not like there every day, but I do go, I will say. But I'm not retail arbitraging there because oof, they
Yeah.
don't stock
I
enough
don't have the
to
patience to do that.
no. Mm-mm. So, how's the weather been out there? We had some crazy Midwestern like storms here yesterday.
Yeah, I heard about that. Because I have a friend over in Maryland and he had
Hmm.
shared like the weather warning going on.
Yeah.
The weather here's been okay. Actually yesterday I believe it was actually cold out, like cold and rainy.
Oh
Um,
wow.
but again it's humid and hot again. Actually, let me
Yeah,
check what it
it's
is
it's
today.
been gross and humid, and those crazy storms came, and I mean, it all of a sudden started raining, and it was lightning and thunder. But
Mm-hmm.
apparently, there, I guess, like right next to us, like it just missed us. Literally, all these. I don't know if it's like straight line winds. I don't know. Didn't hear anything about a tornado or anything, but we had a tornado warning, but trees down everywhere. We didn't have power for a couple hours. My parents didn't have power until from like yesterday, like dinner time to
Mm-hmm.
4 this morning or something. So yeah, it was crazy. I we were like kind of worried cuz like there was like power outages all over. Like the whole like northern Delaware was out. I was like, am I going to have power for the rest of the day or for tomorrow? And it was so stinking hot and humid. It was starting to get hot in the house and everything.
Oh
I was like,
no.
ugh. But ours came back on pretty quick, but other
That's
people are
good.
still out. Um,
Looks like here it's supposed to be 82 and
that's what it
marginal
is here.
risk of severe weather.
Hmm.
And I'm also supposed to go pick up, speaking of Bath and Body Works, somebody had just a bunch of new those like car scent holders. You know, you put it on your
Mm-hmm.
like visor.
Yeah.
Um, 10 of those and then a few refills for $10. And I'm like, I've sold these before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I like how some of these have the packaging still with them.
Yeah.
And they're like themed ones. So I'm supposed to go pick it up here after we're done, but the person hasn't gotten back to me. So
Hmm.
I said I'd come by today, but they haven't responded. So hopefully we maybe
I get very jealous of what you find on Facebook. I can't.
I scroll every
I
once in a while. Like right
was
now I'm kind of scrolling to see like what people have posted, but
I when was it? So Sunday night, I'm like, I'm gonna look because you're always saying stuff, and people were talking on the Discord. I found this on Facebook. That I'm like, let me look through Facebook Marketplace because I
mm-hmm.
don't look at it. I'm not regular with it because there's never anything on there worth like for pickup that's worth my while. So I went looking for it and I found there was that, who was it, Cookie Monster costume that looked like Cookie Monster did a few too many drugs. That's about. But
Yes.
and then I find, then there's up pops a garage sale that happened this weekend that didn't see anywhere else and didn't come up when I searched for garage sales on Facebook before that, because I do usually do a quick scan on there for garage sales. I was like, I don't understand why it didn't come up anywhere else. Like, I don't understand why you can't, and maybe you can, maybe I'm old lady, look for things that were just posted. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I
Like
went
sort
in,
it.
yeah, because I usually go in for garage sales. I'll go in the classifieds and I'll click garage sale. Now, I understand if you don't put it under that category, it's not going to show there, which they
Mm-hmm.
probably didn't. But if I could look in there and just, it would sort like the most recent things listed, I probably would have
Mm-hmm.
seen it. And it looked like a pretty decent garage sale. But it was already too late. And then, because garage sales are kind of few and far between around here right now. So, but I'm always jealous of, I'm sorting through. There's just nothing. There's nothing. There's people asking way too much money for things, and um like a bunch of garbage. And I
Mm-hmm.
wish we had something like you had, like that dollar auction,
Speaking
but
of, I should go
we
check
don't
that.
have anything like that. Yeah.
I haven't bought anything off there recently. Um, but there's a lot of people on this dollar auction that are like pallet buyers,
Mhm.
and they'll just put a bunch of
Yeah.
like
Right.
new
Mhm.
stuff, but you can tell it's from
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
But lots of clothes on here right now that I'm seeing. But sometimes there's stuff that
Yeah, but you found some decent stuff
is,
on there.
yeah, for sure. I remember I bought like a pair of linesman boots for $1 on there, and I sold them for like 120 or
That's
something like that.
awesome.
They were
Yeah.
new. Like no one cared. Like no one paid attention.
Right,
Um,
cuz they're not looking for
yep. And like I sold a Bath and Body Works candle holder as like one of the retired Halloween ones. I don't
Mhm.
remember how much, but I did pay up for it. I paid like I think $12, 12 to 15, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Um, and sold it pretty quickly as well. And luckily my mom likes to watch through those
She finds stuff.
auctions, and if she sees something that looks a little
Yeah.
bit valuable, she'll send it to me, which is cool because I'm not always checking
Right.
this auction
Yeah.
site.
But I don't find, like,
But yeah.
$50 sets of Pyrex or in pristine
It's
condition
just well, oh,
or
oh,
anything.
and I thought it was funny because on the Discord, I had talked about, oh, we should make a little map, like with everyone's like location. So we
Mhm.
did that, and like I'm in the middle. Of course, I'm in Nebraska, and like
Yeah.
there's not really much people. Actually, I did find out someone else in the Discord's also from Nebraska, which I thought was
Uh-huh.
cool. But if you go on there, we have a link if you're in the Trash to Cash Discord. Oh, there we go. We got a few more people on there. Lots of people on the east side of the US, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, I know. Lots of East Coast.
Like we've got pretty much every state over there covered, it looks like.
I'm looking. My my location is not correct, but whatever.
You want them to fix it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't have them put exactly where I live, but oh,
Actually, if
actually
you're
this
from here, you don't want to say you're from that place that he put where I'm from.
oh god.
It's kind of trashy.
Uh-oh.
I'm actually from like the opposite. I'm on the west side. West side. It
No, I thought this map was cool. I'm glad that, thank you.
is.
Shout
It's
out to
neat.
Ryan. Thanks for doing
Yeah.
that. Actually, just found the other person in Nebraska doesn't live too far from me, which is pretty cool. Somewhere that I've never heard of actually though. But see, and then they have of course a different color for the three for Kevin, Carrie, and Dave.
Yeah.
And now you can see which states that we don't have people from, which it'd be cool to get somebody from every state. It looks like we didn't really get anybody that's out of the US in the map situation.
No, there's no one. There's no non-citizens, and everybody's in the lower 48. We don't have any.
Uh-huh.
No Hawaii or Alaska.
Nope. So we need some people from there. We need some people from New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado. We got Kansas. No in Iowa, but I know that there's someone from the Discord in Iowa. Um, and South Dakota. Well, Grandma Pops, but I don't think they're on the Trash to Cash Discord anymore.
No.
Which I did, because we had a situation happen, was it last week on the Discord? And I talked to Dave and I'm like, have you noticed that like some people have left the Discord? I didn't say it, I was like, have you noticed? Some people have. It's weird though, because it's kind of hard to check because if you look, like people's messages are still there, but they're not in
Yeah.
the Discord
Hmm.
anymore. So
Well, did people leave after that,
I don't think
or
so, not
just
that I know of, but I think Dave knows a little bit more than I do.
uh,
Yeah, that was
because
a
I
interesting
because I
situation to wake
realized
up
that I'm
to.
a problem because I've been in the middle of the last two
No, because I felt every single thing you were talking
occurrences.
about in there.
But I get very upset when people disparage all an entire group of people based on
Just
their
because of one
personal
person.
experience.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. It's exactly like I don't know, saying something against all yeah, people of a certain group or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand your
Yeah.
argument on that completely because it's
And
just like just because you had a bad
it
experience with
was
one other person.
personal to me. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think like I wasn't trying to cause drama. I was saying, look, this is why teachers ask for certain supplies. They ask for them. I don't
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever demanded them. Look, I never got anything. If a kid brought in some tissues for us to use, I was grateful because I taught in city, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I taught low income city kids my basically my
I
entire
totally forgot about
career.
until now that they
Yeah.
made you bring Kleenex like as part of your list, your school
Yeah.
supply
But
list. I totally forgot about that.
we never really had a list. Um like and middle school's different than elementary and
Mm-hmm.
yada yada, but certain brands of things are garbage and you're going to end up needing more if you use them. I'm just saying. That was my point. And I'm like, look, no teacher's demanding it. They're just asking. And if they're asking for a preference, nobody's, forcing anybody to buy the more
Mm-hmm.
expensive pencils. So, it wasn't
It's
really about pencils.
pencils.
It really
Number
wasn't
two
about
pencils
pencils.
cost less than $1 at Walmart during back to school time. At least
Hmm.
they used to
Yeah.
be. I don't know now, but yeah, no, I had just woken up and then I was scrolling
You're
and I
like,
just
oh
like
no.
I was like, oh no, what happened? And I read through the whole thing. And then we got it
I know.
settled. For those
I
of you
was
that know, we
I was
got it
feeling
settled.
feisty
But
that morning, and I was just explaining the point of view, and I feel like and my phone's ringing, sorry. And I wasn't trying to um get anybody I wasn't trying to be a bee. Let's just say that. And it wasn't about pencils. It was about attitudes and perceptions of people. But anyway,
mhm.
that was my thing. So,
Well, we got to figure it out. And I now have permissions to ban people from the server, so that's fun. It's a lot of responsibility. So don't get on my bad side, people. No, I'm
don't
kidding.
ban me.
No, I don't want to ban. I don't want to ban anybody. Preferably, I'd feel bad. I'd feel bad, but man, some people on there. People are being good today, though. We got all kinds of people over there in the nice people over there on the Discord. What else has happened? I'm trying to think. Um, I don't know. Anything new for you? I'm trying to think of
No,
something.
that's
um,
about it for me.
yeah, I don't have much. Need to edit some footage. I've got a bunch of GoPro footage to get through, but I'm also kind of saving that for winter time
Mhm.
since I won't be able to wear GoPro for probably a while. Um, hmm, I don't know. Sold some Doc Martens for 90 bucks that I picked up for 15. They're like Mary Jane, cute little ones with like a little flower design on them.
Mhm.
Those are cool. I had
Yeah.
them up for like 120, but then someone offered me 90 and I'm like, you know what, it gets them out. Of course, another pair of shoes that I bought, but those are
Yeah.
actually worth it. Doc Martens are worth it, but when I keep picking up freaking Nikes,
I
it's getting to be not
know.
worth it anymore.
That is I look for them. I never find. I swear I'm in a shoe desert here. I never see any good shoes, but I never find. That is a brand that I would look for. That Birkenstocks. It's so funny. So, I have a couple I have a couple for fun Facebook groups that I look at. And
Mm-hmm.
one's like it's like shaming, like they'll take a post from somewhere else and shame it because it's like ridiculous or whatever. And somebody's always, for like the last like couple weeks, somebody keeps posting different Birkenstocks for sale. And you know how, so you wear Birkenstocks like once and your foot, it, the whatever it's made out of, it turns
The
color or
material.
whatever, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and the footbed and everything. And like they'll post like a set that look, I mean, they posted a set that looked brand new. Like this person probably wore them for a day, didn't like them, whatever, but the leather straps were pristine. And they're like, I'm shaming this, who wants to wear that foot? I'm like, I'd sell that all day long. And there's so many people in there that like, people will buy these, people will pay that much for them,
People will. Yes, they will. I've sold
Yeah.
some that are all dusty, crusty
And I get it. I
Birkenstocks,
don't
and
know.
because people get them and probably restore them, I assume, or
Well,
use them
that's
for other things, or
apparently Birkenstocks will replace the cork sole, I guess.
oh, okay.
Um, for you. I don't know if it's like a guarantee or if you pay like a minimal charge or whatever, but especially I guess if you have a pair, because it's like anything else, they have styles that they don't make anymore that you may have liked.
Hmm.
So, but I'm just like, this isn't, I'm like, that, I'm like, you can shame it all you want, but somebody's going to pay that much for those pair of Birkenstocks.
They will.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yeah.
Let's see what else. I sold some brass cranes that I picked up at a church sale for like a buck or two a piece, like tall ones.
Yeah.
Sold the set for 20 bucks pretty quickly.
I s-
Um,
Brass
Not a
sells
lot
pretty good
of.
for me, but I don't have any up, I don't think at the moment. I have some brass candlesticks that I need to list that are really nice.
Hmm.
I know some
I
people
just
say they
listed a
don't
smaller pair
sell it,
too.
but yeah. Cuz that's one of those things that people are like, "Oh, sometimes I see like, oh, this stuff doesn't sell." I'm like, I sell brass all the time. I don't know. I
Hmm.
feel like it's it's kind of something that's always somebody always likes and is always kind of in style for somebody, you
Yep.
know?
Yeah, I didn't really look at brass much until I forgot when I started looking a bit more. Somebody had mentioned it. I'm not sure if it was in a video or in the Discord. I'm like, then I
Well,
started picking it up, and I find,
Amy buys a lot of it.
yeah, it might have been
Buy,
Amy.
repeat.
And there was a whole antique booth. I went to an antique store in Lincoln when I went for
Hmm.
my last tattoo, and one booth was just entirely brass. And I was like, this is cool.
Wow.
Like, they had all kinds of animals and
Hmm.
candle holders and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But of course, it was priced up. But I'm like, that'd be a cool themed booth to have.
Right.
So if you're looking for brass, you just go to this. But I'm just wondering where all these people find all this stuff they sell in their antique booths. Like, how do you keep a constant supply like that? Like,
Like, yeah, I know. I don't know.
I'd be
Yeah.
stressed out because, like,
Hmm.
yeah, I have a bunch of categories, but it's like if it's not shoes or I guess glassware, I don't know how to keep a good stock in my antique booth. Like some other people do, where they have like vintage games and stuff. I know like Resell the Ride, Jessica and Xena, they have a toy booth, but they have
Hmm.
all kinds of stuff. I just watched their video where they did. I actually really like that. I
Yeah.
hope they do more.
Hmm.
They have like, little packs of Pokemon cards. They got all kinds of
Hmm.
vintage toys. They have a big display where they put calico critters. Like that's
Yeah.
cool. I just know how personally how I'd keep up with the demand. I also kind of don't trust antique malls. I'd be worried that someone would go in there and steal stuff and that they wouldn't know
I
or
know.
something. But some of the ones around here, they have cameras everywhere. So,
Yeah, they do with the ones here. We don't have very many. Um, there's only a couple here in like Delaware, but
hmm
up in Pennsylvania, like near Lancaster, there's tons. But yeah, I don't know how
there's
like
none here in
uh-huh.
town that's like where you can get a booth. But
Yeah.
there is one in another town that's
Hmm.
really close that you can do that. But I'm like, I almost wish I could just open one of those because I know people around here would would shop there.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of
They're
shopping opportunities here.
they're they're the ones that we do have around here are like super expensive. Like I don't buy anything out of them. I'll go look sometimes every once in a
It's fun
while.
to go look and like see like,
Yeah.
oh, look at the swung vase someone has. That's cool
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, but anyways, that's pretty much all I've got.
Yeah, me too. No big sales, just bread and butter.
And been
Just looking
taking
at my
it easy.
stuff. Yeah. I'm feeling well, I was feeling better last week, but I'm trying to get back on track. So I am going to where am I? How many listings do I have? I think I am 5 512 because I've been selling and not listening, which is good. That's fine, but I need to list.
Yep.
So I still want to hit that 550 mark, man. I should have hit it. I should have hit it, but
I know
it did
once I
not
get
feel
back
well.
into my eBay kick, I'll be
Yeah.
probably try to get my numbers way up. But right now I'm just kind of coasting, selling off what I've got currently listed, taking it
Yeah.
easy,
You're
relisting
good.
stuff. It's just
Yeah.
I'm like I need a break for
You
just a
were
little
listed
bit. Of course,
tons too, so you
yeah,
need
so
a
it's I've got enough for a little
mental
bit,
break.
but
Well,
just
that's
taking
the
it
good thing
easy.
about this job is like
Yes, that's
you
the beauty of it.
I mean, unless you're like hurting for I mean, if you really need the money, you got to do the grind, but like if you're, if you can take a step back and you need a step mental health, you can chill for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm
Yep.
sure I'll get back. I'll get the eBay bug back here in a little bit, and I'll be grinding
Yeah.
again. But right now, I'm just
Yeah.
taking it easy.
It's
So,
hot. It's summer. It's the middle of summer. It's hot. Take a break.
hmm
But yeah, that's all I got. So, guess until next week.
Yes. We will see y'all later. When we have a better topic. Very good.
I'm like,
Interesting
it's like
topic.
everything's slow right now. Like I even look, like I know you were like, I thought I had a topic, and I like looked online for something eBay related. All I found was Cardi B's microphone. It's summer, like I said. Everybody's hot and tired.
I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a
Have a
great
good week.
weekend. We will see you next week for episode 31.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.